Texas Tiger Digs, and I do this with every machine. I basically get a few random, not random, they usually have some sense to it. So random targets. In this case, I've got a silver chain. I've got a large chunky silver ring. I've got a still pretty chunky but a smaller silver ring. I have a very tiny, so tiny I barely can hold it, a very tiny baby ring. Got B on it, so I assume it means boy, and I think this is probably early 20th century. Very old. No sterling this in there, but there is a maker's mark, which lets me know how old it is. And I have a sterling earring with a turquoise, I think it's a turquoise on it. And I have my forever present class ring I still haven't been able to find the owner of, but it's not going anywhere until I do. In any case, let me do this real fast. So we're going to start, like I usually do, with the chunky silver ring. You see the classification breaks down here for the Go Find, a little different than some. You have the dollar sign or the cent sign, which usually bids a high conductivity. Often a coin. The next one down is a ring. Some low value coins or some coins of various readings, but particularly in, it could be in your country. You could often find coins in that area. It also, I believe, would probably include the zincs. And we have a foil and another coin reference, very low conductive. I'm not sure if there are many modern American coins that have that level, but I'm sure worldwide it varies. And then, of course, the iron iron symbol at the end. So I'm just going to take first the very chunky men's silver ring, and I'm going to run it in front. Let's see what we get. Whoa. Well, I'm not that close to that thing. I'm about, let's see if I look at this way. Okay, that's about 6-8 inches away, and it's screaming at me, and I have the sensitivity down very low. Let me click the sensitivity back up one and see how far I can get this time. That's pretty impressive. I don't really count air tests for absolute measures of depth, but it's real interesting. So this is what we expected. Now I'm expecting pretty much the same thing out of this slightly still thick but slightly smaller silver ring. Yep, it's dead in that last category, letting you know it's a precious metal or potentially a coin or high conductive target. And here we go. I'm just going to take this, which is a very small silver earring, and let's see what that reads. If it stays in that classification, if it drops down a bit. Okay, guys, this is silver, but it is dropped from the top classification down to a lower classification, so it's smaller silver, so that's not surprising. So I'd let you know that the first two can be good and can be a precious metal. And let me go take the tiny silver baby ring, see if it still stays in that second from the top classification, third from the bottom. That's screaming when I get close, and it does fall into that second classification. This is not quite as fun as doing with a VDI, but I think I am getting something. Now here's the fun, the chain. I always do the chain twice, one of two ways. I double it and swing it, and then I pile it up in my hand. So I'm going to double it and swing it in front, and let's see what we get here. That'll be my first thing. Okay, that's the second classification, so that's silver. Now let me do I'm going to pile it up, and then I'm going to put it here, and let's see if it changes any. even though that's probably the heaviest piece of silver I got, because it's a pretty chunky chain, it still comes down to the second classification because I guess it might not be dense enough or cylindrical, or circular enough to actually fit it. Now here's the important one, the gold. It is a pretty chunky men's gold, so I'm expecting it to fall in the second classification. The second from the top, third from the bottom classification. And it does, because that's a very, very chunky men's ring. Of course, I don't have any small gold right now to run it through there, but I would expect it could go back down to the foil level, of course. Anyway, I just ran a few targets in there. I just want to let you see what it got, and the screen was interesting. I would have turned the sensitivity all the way up, but it does not have a frequency shift that I know of, and it's a so the slightly smaller silver ring, I'm not saying this is a measure of actual depth, but I am a good 7 or 8 inches down, just on the air test, but I'm not saying it's absolute test in the ground. In any case, it's Texas Tiger Digs. I thought I'd do that quick run through to you, and I've done it. Took me a little longer than it should have, but I'm going to quit right now, and I'll post this, and I will be back out and looking. I've got 4 days of finds. Unfortunately, they were short hunts. I'd like to get one more hunt in before I do my roundup, but we'll have to see what the weather's going to do tomorrow, because that's my last weekday, and then I'm going to use the weekend, hopefully, to get out to some new sites and further distance. I have been barred from honeydews because I didn't have the right attitude. And ladies, when you have a lot of honeydews, there's men who don't show the right attitude and men who do show it, and we're the stupid ones. Those of us who do. So I have apologies to make, but I think everything's going to be okay. All right, I will talk to you later, and you have a wonderful day. I'll switch this off, and I will see you at the next video.